today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Oilers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 12 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And when you measure numbers for the guys that carry the football, it's not just the yardage. How many times do they ring the bell? How many times they get into the end zone? And now that he has 15 for the year, everyone gets to celebrate, starting with his offensive line.
Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. It's going the other way. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back?
Touchdown! It's complete. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Oilers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago. And
I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team.
Now, quick hit, and he lost the football. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Jones on first. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. After the sack on 1st down, Jones, Smith catches left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones goes right back to Smith again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Ooh, the juke. And down inside the 15 he goes. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Houston. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Oilers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards, and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Fighting him off. They find some open field here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chase Young in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's going to get this one down to Cook, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, Jones. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the track. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Chase Young, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Meanwhile, Jones throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, and he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Chase Young in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Now Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. And this one is right down the middle. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's... Flips up past the 45 before being tackled. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Oilers are able to widen their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Jones throw complete there to Smith. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Big hold of the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught. That catch good for only a couple.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 232. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Taking it in.
And the Oilers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones setting up the screen for Cook. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Jefferson.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Back to throw. Jones.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
143 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter being is easy. Not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having
touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jones now on 1st and 10. And this is Cook with a grab. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't...
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some space here. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A huge play there for Houston. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now the try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Chase Young
in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Point after here coming up. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini-losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Back to throw. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.